Are you unconsolidated?
You have a consolidated credit card? Don't see many of these. Is it true you can buy anything with a consolidated card? Like they advertise?
Well, I don't know if you could buy a Polaris or a B-52, but that's about it.
Well, I wouldn't want the responsibility. I might flip out and buy a ticket to Tahiti.
What are you doing this weekend?
Don't I wish?
Thanks.
Bye.
Whose little boy are you?
And whose little boy are you?
Unlicensed, unregistered, unclaimed, and waiting to be unleashed.
Tonight? 8-ish?
Where?
Same place you closed Saturday night.
How do you know where I was Saturday night? I'm Todd. Who might you be? Reservation for 2, Stiles.
Yes, Mr. Stiles. This way, please.
Well, maybe I better wait at the bar.
Young lady suggested you might prefer waiting at your table.
The young lady?
Yes, sir. Enjoy your dinner, sir.
But I have
It's 6 to 1, sir, and 2 tamales.
ordered. Well, what's the lady drinking?
She only ordered for you, sir.
Up the rebels.
Can we make it a threesome?
Is it 6 to 1?
Have you ever been in London?
And cold enough?
Why, 2 Tom Olives.
3 summers ago. In Scotland, too, in Wales. Adored Wales.
The English have a word uniquely suited to this moment. Waffling.
I found the English uniquely suited for all occasions. Splendid cashmeres, you know.
Waffling. It means saying nothing at great length. So, do we waffle or do we talk?
People who ride on roller coasters pay money to be frightened to death. But do they know why?
I feel like a fellow who's already inside the room but can't move around because his foot's still stuck in the door. Are you sure you don't have the wrong boy? Or maybe amnesia?
A girl is known by the company she avoids.
I see. Not even one clue, like who you are, why me?
Why don't we say, I'm just a little something for the man who has everything. Shall we order?
Well, I don't know. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid you already know what salad dressing
Oil
I
and vinegar.
prefer. How I like my
Medium rare.
steak.
And chives with the sour cream on your baked potato.
Waiter.
Oh, you mean you let her get away?
What am I supposed to whisper in her ear? Hey, you? I didn't know her name and she wasn't talking.
You need words with your music?
I told you somebody had been following me. It was this girl all week. She admitted it, been standing in my shoes. She picked me out of a crowd to, quote, learn me. She knows where I work, where I'm staying. She knows I'm on a 2-week luxury binge, working all day and spoiling myself at night. She even knows my collar size.
And you came out fighting.
Well, you can't go into a thing like this without knowing what it's all about.
Who can't? When an angel lands on your shoulder, don't ask her what makes her fly.
Hey, Rufus!
We know all about him. His name's Gus. Make you want to whisper in his ear?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Lee.
Well,
No message, nothing. Not a word.
that's the way the ball bounces. When are you gonna start listening to your good buddy Lee here, huh? You know, you gotta learn those things, my man, because you got a lot to learn that way.
I know I shouldn't ask this, but why me?
I've never been in love before. It's time, and I chose you. Out of a whole constellation of strangers. Don't explorers in space have to land somewhere? Sometime.
If you can trust me with your love, why not with your name?
Suppose I said I was the Queen of Spain. Suppose I said I was the daughter of a lighthouse keeper. Suppose I said that I don't exist. That I'm an illusion. Light that vanishes by morning. Is love dependent on a category? On substance? On reality?
The first Queen of Spain was Isabel. I dub you, lovely stranger, Isabel.
Isabel.
Isabel, darling.
Isabel, darling.
I'll get you some fresh coffee. My name is Ethel. I'm happy to serve you. May I bring you coffee now? I said, may I serve you coffee first? I'll be back in a minute. Give the coffee some thought, huh? Everything okay here? How are the pancakes?
Good, Ethel.
Here, let me help.
My name is still Ethel, in case anybody cares.
Oh, hello, Ethel. Ethel, this is Isabel. Isabel, this is Ethel. My name's Todd, Ethel. Now, do you suppose you could bring us some nice hot coffee, Ethel? Some coffee for Isabel and some coffee for Todd. Okay, Ethel? Which window's yours?
When you say, I open. But when you ask, I close. You know, I read somewhere once that love without reason is love without end.
Well, when do I see you again? Okay. I want to see you again. Very soon.
Tomorrow I'm 27.
It's tomorrow, Isabel. We'll drive up to Lake Arrowhead. Listen, there's a special sunrise up there. The sun gets hung up on the top of the pine trees. If we leave right now, we can just make it.
I have to pack.
I'll help you.
No.
You have this long.
There's a young man outside waiting in a car. Tell him the Queen of Spain sailed with Columbus into a new world. Tell him she said goodbye. Goodbye, Todd, darling.
Need some help? I don't know. They told me at the company I should come down here and talk to somebody. Somebody in the bunco.
3rd floor.
Yeah, I hate to do that, you know?
Well, look, if somebody took you,
I don't even know if I've been taken.
you don't have a complaint. You got a problem.
Yeah, I met this girl, and now she's gone, but that sounds more like missing persons to me.
Gone with the wind, missing persons. Gone with your wallet, bunco, 3rd floor.
Well, the only thing that's missing is my credit card. I could have left that someplace. I don't think she...
Take the elevator. It's easier on your feet.
Thanks.
This file covers the dinner grafters. When you get through those, you can go through the boosters and the lamisters and the seat tippers and the cannons. Didn't even get her name, huh?
I quote, suppose I said I was the Queen of Spain, unquote. So I named her Isabel.
She sounds bright.
Do you know about the Dolagoe of Kordofan?
She did? I think I'll ask for a computer check on college grads we booked for bunco. She might fall out of the machine. Any more?
Yeah, she had a poodle.
Gray? Miniature? Rhinestone collar? It's standard equipment. They stamp them out. One girl, one poodle.
Look, Lieutenant, I want to make one thing very clear. Now, I'm here going through the motions because the credit card company insisted. Now, I don't know whether she took the card or not, but even if she did, how much damage could she do? I reported it to the Consolidated People as soon as I knew it was gone.
How soon was that after she left you sitting?
Well, just a couple of days.
Rot's a rock.
Frankly, Lieutenant, I look at these pictures of these women. Every page makes me sicker. To compare her to these people.
We've also got some books on female impersonators. Maybe you better run through those, too.
Well, that's not too funny.
In this business, Mr. Stiles, a man has to reach for his laughs.
How do you do, Mr. Mills?
We have your credit card.
See, I told you she wouldn't steal it. Where'd you find it?
It was mailed to us.
Oh.
There's one school of thought in the Hollywood branch, Mr. Stiles, which concedes you've established a new record. To date, We are charged. Let me amend that. You are charged with $9,216.43 worth of purchases. Of course, there may be more. These are only the early returns.
9,000?
Oh, we've had higher purchases, but never on one day. At least not in the Hollywood branch.
$216.
Obviously, she attached some special importance to that particular day.
43 cents. Her birthday.
In the circumstances, it is my responsibility to advise you that we cannot return your card. Additionally, I've been instructed to tell you, Supervisor himself would appreciate if you would stop by at your earliest convenience to discuss the settling of your account.
What's to discuss?
$9,216.43.
$3. Cheaper than a gun. Unlucky at cards. Credit cards. And unlucky at love. I'm just unlucky.
I'll drive you home.
Who has to drive? I can fly.
Thanks, Lee. I'll have us some food.
No, you take the car. I'm gonna walk.
I'll come back later and pick you up.
Is this the most run-down part of town? I want to see some of the losers. It'll help me remember what my dad told me a long time ago.
Well, what are you going to do about the Tab at Consolidated?
First, I'm gonna sell the car. I'm gonna try to arrange to pay the balance off $50 a month. That way I should be able to swallow it in about 10 years.
Well, why don't you file under the Bankruptcy Act? It's got a lot of class, and you'd be the only bankrupt roughneck in the whole oil field.
See you later.
With the bunco squad.
Young man.
You stay out of this.
Do you know this man, Susan?
I'm afraid not.
All right, Isabel, you can hide behind that uniform and that Alice in Wonderland look, but I'm not leaving until Lieutenant Cook gets here to slap the cuffs on you. I'm making a citizen's arrest.
So hungry and tired. May we get you something, young man?
Yeah, the Bunko Squad.
Let go of her, Frank.
Listen, Lieutenant, I don't care what she says. I'm telling you that's Isabel.
I seem to remember the last time around you insisted she was innocent.
Well, yeah, that was before the $9 grand.
Well, you can't blame him.
What kind of girl would do that to a fine young man?
Well, this young lady's telling the truth. Her Social Security checks out. Her name is Susan Anders. She's identified herself, committed no crime. We pulled her fingerprints, checked them against our files, checked them against the FBI. No one's got a ticket out for her.
Call the credit card company, impound my card, take the fingerprints off the card and check them with hers. Isn't that what you fellas call a make?
You see what TV's done? Stolen all our little trade secrets. A make. Last officer who used that jazzy jargon was retired to Catalina 10 years ago. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Anders.
You mean you're just gonna let her go? You're just gonna let her walk out of here?
Mr. Stiles, don't lose faith in all women, because one woman used you badly.
Well, let me tell you something, Isabel, your majesty. Susan, daughter of lighthouse keepers. I'll haunt you. I'll eat mission donuts and drink mission soup and camp on your doorstep till you admit who you are.
Easy, Stiles.
Easy? I'm faced with 10 years hard labor.
Bye, Miss Anders. We stopped using thumb screws a long time ago.
You teach forgiveness at the mission, right? Okay.
There's nothing to forgive. The main thing is not to let the experience embitter you.
Benjamin Franklin once said, there's a time to wink as well as a time to see.
Do you like to walk?
Yeah, I haven't been in Los Angeles long enough to learn not to like it.
Do you like hardware stores?
They're my very favorite thing.
Well, this is a fine street for hardware stores. Wait till you see. They've got these tremendous pots and pans in the windows and these huge ladles. Certainly use them at the mission. You'd be surprised how expensive they are.
Oh no, nothing would surprise me.
Why did she leave you?
It's done.
My wrist is bruised where you grabbed me. I don't think it's done. May I call you Todd? Todd, why do you want to see me? Is it because you still don't believe me or because I remind you of her?
Do I have to have a reason?
What's anything without a reason? That's illusion. Who can live with illusion? Did you love her that much?
You answered that question yourself. Who can live with illusion?
Look. Pots and pans and spoons and forks. That's life, Todd. A good life. What else did she steal from you?
I don't want to talk about her anymore.
The lieutenant said she took almost $10,000. Are you that rich?
Credit card. It was a credit card and her birthday. She bought a ticket on the Champagne flight to Hong Kong, and a train ticket to New York, and a boat ticket on the solar deck outside stateroom to Rio, and a bus ticket, the scenic dome ride to Yellowstone. East, west, north, and south. And then she bought a wardrobe for each place.
4 places at once?
Yeah. You might say that when she decided to go, she went all to pieces.
How could anyone ever say goodbye to you? Today is my birthday. I'm 22 today. And there's a better hardware store across the street.
Seeing him first thing in the morning, okay?
Curious thing. Truly has the branch baffled. All those travel tickets, you know, all mailed back to us. None of them were used. Oh, of course, in the case of 2 of the carriers, there was a slight service charge for failing to cancel. Comes to $116.75. Quite a difference, wouldn't you say? And all the clothes she ordered? Well, apparently there was no such address she gave, no such person. Everything's been returned, even the mink boa. And your account's been credited. Supervisor is indeed relieved. On behalf of the Consolidated Credit Card Corporation, we are honored to welcome you back to the legion of satisfied cardholders. However, not without this admonition. In the words of William Makepeace Thackeray, character is credit. And Supervisor adds with a whimsy of his own, credit is character. Guard it, Mr. Stiles. Guard it well. Mr. Stiles! Mr. Stiles! Have you nothing to say?
Yeah, she's the girl I love! Susan, Isabel, whoever she is, illusion or reality, who cares?
All right, here we have lot number 27, made of genuine Mexican cactus fiber, ladies and gentlemen, handcrafted by skilled artisans descended directly from the ancient Aztecs. Just the thing for your patio wall, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now, what have I bid? What have I bid? Let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, all proceeds go to the Midnight Mission. Do I hear $20? Do I hear $20?
$52.50.
$52.50. I've got $52.50. I've got $52.50. Do I hear 60?
I don't understand.
What?
Well, she said, tell him. Frankly, she left in such a hurry, I didn't catch it all. Something about Columbus.
And Isabel?
Yes, and I remember this part. She said, there are too many worlds to discover. What does it mean? Is she really gone? Isn't she coming back?
How do I find her? How would you go about finding her?
Todd, you take me. I live inside a circle I draw around myself. My wife, my kids, my job, and that's it. Now, I like my circle, so I stay in it, like most people, right? No, I don't say that I don't have dreams, but I stick, right? Now, you take the bigamy cases. Last year, I had a man, well, I guess you could call it trigamy. He had 3 wives, one in L.A., one in Glendale, and one in Santa Monica. Well, I asked him, how come 3? Well, he said, I used to have only 2. But since they completed the freeway system, a man can cover a lot more ground. Well, that boy's got 3 circles, right? Susan Anders, Isabel, who knows how many names. She comes in, she lives a quick life, and she closes the book. She moves out to a completely different life. It's as though she's got to know them all, like a kid in a candy store.
Mr. Stiles, it's for you, a lady.
Where are you? Tomorrow. She wants me to meet her tomorrow. Bartender.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I knew you.
I was supposed to meet someone here.
Oh, the building isn't open yet. It's still under construction.
Maybe you saw her.
You know, in my opinion, UCLA has the finest department of theater arts of any university in the United States. That's why I chose it. I believe if a person wants a career in the creative arts, she should take the best training available.
She said 10. I'm a little early. Is there someplace she could have gone? Someplace close for coffee or donuts?
Inside, our main theater will be able to accommodate 600. Of course, the stage is empty now, but when it's all finished, it'll have a flexible proscenium, an elevator 4 stages, and a grid winch system, and wagon space, and the most advanced lighting control. Are you interested in the theater?
Very.
Would you like to see it? Oh, my name's Lila Gunther.
Todd Stiles.
Will your friend mind?
We have time.
This way. You need 21 units for a major.
How many do you have?
Oh, I'm just starting. Do you think she'd mind if we took another minute or two? Would you sit down over there, please? I'm going to impose on you dreadfully, but have you read many Russian novels? Well, the characters in Russian novels are always on trains, going somewhere in the night, and always carrying terrible burdens in their hearts. And invariably, they meet a stranger on the train, and they unburden themselves. A complete catharsis, you know? Telling the stranger things that they would never dream of telling a loved one. Well, I'm working on a kind of play, I guess you'd call it. I hope to use it as an exercise in class. May I try it on you from the stage? Would you listen? As only strangers can, with complete honesty. Suppose I do the prologue, the opening address to the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a play very much like human life. Obviously, it has a beginning. Unfortunately, it has an end. And most important of all, it is not what it appears to be. You see me here alone. Yet, if you watch, if you listen, you will discover a person within a person, a reason within a reason. Like one of those lovely wooden Japanese eggs, which, when you open, disclose to you another egg, then still another. You are free to choose what you may from my play. Tragedy, if that's what you prefer. Romance, if you'd rather have that. You are also free to cast your own players. Who are they? Can you hear what they say? Are they children? Do they want everything as children do? Only here shall I give you a hint. Yes, they do want everything. But reaching for everything, they can have nothing. Because if you say yes to one thing, to one person, are you not at the very same moment saying no to 10,000 other things, other people you have yet to meet? But since my players can say no to nothing, they can't say yes to anything. Ladies and gentlemen, one more caution before you watch. Please do not take any of this too seriously. Don't reason it out. Don't look for causes. And when it ends, think about it no longer. Don't follow the players and ask them, what did you mean? Because they are migratory. And they do not know what it means either. Except that they fly south, and they fly north, and they fly south again. Now, before the curtain rises, this last hint. When a child plays with a doll, the child knows that the doll is not alive. But she wants so much to believe that the doll lives, that for a while, the doll does live. in the child's mind. In this fashion, if I were to say I were the Queen of Spain, in my heart I know that it is not true. But I can still live the enchantment. And that is the play, ladies and gentlemen, which you are about to see. I've kept you too long. Your friend must be back by now. What do you think of the introduction? Do you think it sounds too much like Goethe or Pirandello?
I'm sorry I won't get to see the rest of the play.
I'm sorry, too.
Can you tell me how it ends?
Like all plays end. The curtain closes. The actors take their bows. The audience applauds.
And then?
And then everyone goes his own way.
This has been a Screen Gems film presentation. Herbert B. Leonard, executive producer.